Good morning, folks. It's Lindsey Huddleston with the SPS Monday Motivation back in the building. I hope for those of you who are in the Michigan area, you were safe in your travels. It was some bad weather, but hopefully you got through it. Today's topic, how to respond to an ass whooping. Yeah, I said it, ass whooping. We're not going to call that a bad word. We're going to call it a word that needs to be discussed. There were a lot of ass whoopings that went on this weekend. To my beloved Michigan State brethren who are out there playing at Mackey Arena in Purdue, those guys caught an ass whooping, 42-71, almost 30 points. That was big. For you guys who are watching football this weekend, whoa, some ass whoops. Talk about the Kansas City Chiefs, 51-27 over. Who did they defeat? The Texans at that. That was an ass whooping. How do we respond to ass whoopings in the classroom? How do we respond to ass whoopings in the corporate world? How do we respond to ass whoopings in our relationship? I'm not referring to a physical confrontation as far as someone abusing you. I'm talking about something that gets your attention. A good old-fashioned ass whooping like mama used to give some of us. And if the word ass whooping makes you cringe, maybe you should either try to really work hard to listen to this message right now, because ass whoopings are what we need to get us back on track. I'm going to give you 3 steps to get through an ass whooping. The first one is to acknowledge it. That's right. Acknowledge the ass whooping. Man, they gave me the business. Man, they gave it to us. Man, I came up short. Man, they really got me. Because when you acknowledge it, that starts the first process of you being able to do something about it. But if you never acknowledge it, if you put your head in the sand, if you try to move on beyond and act like it never happened, you never get an opportunity to build and learn a valuable lesson. I look at a close to 30-point ass whooping should be something you can gain a lot from. Just as you lost by 30 points, you can put yourself in a position to win by 30 points. The next step, after acknowledging, appreciate the ass whooping. That's right, I said it. Try to appreciate it. Appreciate that somebody bested you. Appreciate it that you got put to the test. Appreciate that you got challenged beyond your means. Appreciate it that you were challenged and left wanting. Now, this is for only those individuals who wish to improve their standing and where they are. This is for only those individuals who want to get better. See, some of us like to stay in this comfort zone. In this comfort zone, this no ass whooping possibility comfort zone, meaning that I'm competing with individuals who have no way in the world to be able to challenge me like that. But if you're competing, if you're putting yourself out there day in and day out, whether you're an athlete, an entrepreneur, a parent, or just a person, you run the risk of getting an ass whooping. Because you run the risk of coming up against someone who's better prepared at the time, more committed at the time, and can do so much more. So what I'm telling you is, don't get caught up in the hype. First, acknowledge it. Second, appreciate it. Good show. Tip your hat. That doesn't mean you got to like it. That doesn't mean you got to be all, about just self-harm and just putting yourself in a position that you always get beat down, but you recognize it for what it is. And the third step in responding to an ass whooping is to act. What are you going to do now? How are you going to get better? Many teams, when they get back in town after a huge loss, they go right to the gym. Many athletes, they get right back in the weight room. Can you get right back on it? Can you start focusing on what's necessary so that doesn't happen again? Again, ass whoopings are a part of life. It started with my mama giving me one when I did wrong. I won't say what I did. My daughter loves to hear the stories about why daddy got in trouble. But that got my attention. I had to acknowledge it. I had to come to appreciate it now as a parent, and now I know how to act. Don't let an ass whooping take you off course. Don't let an ass whooping allow you to be so hurt and run down that the people who don't get into the arena, the people who don't get out there and try, can make you feel bad. Because see, in social media, everybody wants to get on there and chirp and talk about how bad you are, how horrible you are, how whack you are. But these aren't the people who are out there competing. These aren't the people who are not taking a chance. See, so don't you get caught up in that. So with that, guys, on this Monday Motivation, I want to say, hey, go forward. If an ass whooping is what you got, acknowledge it, appreciate it, and act on it. Secondly, I want to say the SPSEdge.org is the new website. Go there for some resources on mental toughness, resources on mental health, resources to help you. Because I like many of my athletes, when I send them my information, when I send them my videos, they say, hey, I appreciate it. Then they have that time. They have that moment when they're in need, when they're searching for something. We want the SPS Edge to be what you search for. Go to the SPSEdge.org. Hopefully that can help you. I want to wish you guys the best on this Monday Motivation. Go out there and have a great day, and don't be fearful for an ass whooping. Just be able to acknowledge it, appreciate it, and act on it. All right, wish you guys the best. Have a great day.